Hello internet, wedding day. Ba 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 ba. Je suis so demure.
I am demure.
Demure.
Sorry.
Demure.
So the big day is here.
We're going to the beach to get married now.
We are going to the beach to get married.
We're hoping to wedge this in the sand so that we can get a shot of the nuptials. Nuptials?
Nuptials. Let's hope it's just nuptials we get. We've seen some of the characters down on that beach.
I'd like nuptials and I'd like a heron. I want a heron to be the ring bearer. Have you organised that?
No, I haven't.
What about a manatee?
No, none of that. I've just got them in my bag.
Alright, I'll just have to put it there.
Okay.
Okay.
He's hitching himself to this.
You're so romantic. I am.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Look, she's still here. We got married.
Yay!
Yeah. This, I'd like to introduce you, dear internet. Hello. This is Nettie Platt. She's a newly born Platt. So, well-known fact: the Aristocat said that everybody wants to be a Platt.
Because a Platt's the only Platt who knows where it's at.
So you finally have become a Platt. Well done.
I have become a Platt.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You must be very proud.
I'm fairly happy.
Fairly. Good.
Yeah,
No,
just
look,
measuring expectation there.
undersell it. Undersell it. It's fine. So yes, it all went remarkably well, and it was intermittently beautiful, lovely, and hilarious.
It was. There were bits on it that were hilarious.
Much like most of our courtship, it was filled with moments of hysterical comedy. Some of it intentional, some of it not so much.
So Stewie only found out about the musician on the beach when we were stood waiting to go onto the beach, and I said, "Can you hear some music?" So that was lovely. That was really lovely, to be honest.
Run you a few clips now. And we're back and we're married. Magic. Magic.
And the officiant was very nice, non-religious, so did a lot of talking about
paths and
rainbows and stones, I think.
And unicorns, were they? No unicorns. Manatees. There was a long section on manatees.
There was no section on manatees. There was a piece from Ernest Hemingway, so that was quite...
Which is appropriate because he actually had a house on Key West.
And that's where he wrote A Farewell to Arms, which I've read, which was fairly intense, if I'm honest. Anyway, so it was all lovely. People were really, really sweet about not walking past when we were having the ceremony.
With one exception. One giant industrial exception.
Which was the trash, the beach cleaners were there for the morning, combing the beach and taking the rubbish away. and
in tractors.
in huge tractors, which is hilarious because at one point,
Cue the video.
just after we're married, he blows his Michael, the officiant, blows his conch. Which we were pissing ourselves at anyway,
Yeah.
because it was just a little bit weird hearing him saying, "Your husband and wife, you may now kiss the bride," and then you hear him go. And then as he does that, on the video you've seen, a fucking huge tractor comes into view, which we were absolutely pissing ourselves on.
Yeah.
His wife Rasa was very good, and she took photos, which we were perhaps a little unprepared for. How many poses she would want us on.
She wanted some very specific things.
She wanted
She sort of said, "Stand casually." I tried to explain that we were English, and standing casually isn't something that we do. But she was quite insistent.
She kept telling Stuart, "Bend your leg, bend your leg." So all I kept seeing was turning around and seeing him just lowering down like he was about to sit on a toilet.
Well, I don't know. I'm not very good with indirect instruction.
And then she kept shouting from down the beach a bit, saying, "Turn this way."
Kiss him! Kiss him! On the lips!
At one point she said, "Turn," and the sun was behind us, and she says, "Turn, right, kiss him. I want to see your lips and the sun." So I don't know what that picture's going to look like.
Rude.
Well,
Oh, sorry. I've gone the wrong way with that. Moving along. So it's really good.
And then
very good time.
she called the musician over, who was really sweet.
Yeah. You played some nice songs.
He did play some songs that I'd picked. But she called him over, crouched down on the sand in front of us, and then said to us, she went, "Right, you two, you play," to Chris, and then went, "You two, you dance."
Yeah.
We were
It's
like,
like,
"What?"
oh, good. That 6 weeks of dance practice is going to come in handy right now in the middle of a beach, being serenaded by tractors.
Tractors and a
herons.
pelican.
And a pelican and a heron.
There was a lady that we'd met the day before on the beach as we went down the night before just to see what was what and where we were going to get married, and we saw the same guy Michael doing a sunset wedding, and it was really, really sweet watching that. Anyway, we stood quite a way back, but as we were stood there, I was starting to speak to this woman who was sat on a beach towel underneath the palm tree. She'll talk to anyone. Anyway, she lives there and gave me quite a bit of information about her life, and she said about getting married, and she said, "Oh, what are you down here for?" And I said, "Oh, we're getting married tomorrow morning." And she told us about some iguanas which we couldn't get to see.
No, we went hunt.
But she then said, I'll see you in the morning. And I thought, oh, that's very sweet, thinking, yeah, right. And as we looked over this morning, true to her word, she was there giving it wave. So I waved back to her. I didn't go and speak to her, but I waved back to her. So that was really strange, but quite sweet.
She'd seemingly been spending the last 20 years of her life on the beach. She was telling about these iguanas. I thought
with a can of beer with a straw in it.
Yeah, and
but she that
cigar.
said, yeah, she did have a cigar.
She's probably
she was she would buy iguana.
Yeah,
she was very pleasant, bless her,
lovely.
and she was very sweet. So yeah, it was nice to just meet her and speak to her.
So a very positive experience, and then we went and did a little sauntering around Key West.
We drove up the Keys, which has been one of my bucket list for many a year, and it was very pretty. I hate to say samey, a bit of it. You'll see some footage on this now, and it was beautiful. And I've never seen mangroves before, and most of what you see in the water or the green bits are actually mangrove. So that was really interesting. And
we were in a Ford Mustang convertible.
We had a Ford Mustang,
you'll see a video
which was very purry,
coming down.
Very nice.
Yeah, never driven a convertible before. It was good fun. And
although we did now and again have to get respite, put the roof back on,
it's very
and go
sunny.
into the air conditioning.
It
was so hot down. It was 93
hot.
Down there today.
Sent her a bit Dilali. She didn't like the sun.
It's just went into a couple of shops on Duval Street, which is the main street.
Who knew that the southernmost tip of the United States would be really hot?
It wasn't meant to be this hot.
No, it is.
This time of
year. It is unseasonably hot. But no. We enjoyed Key West. It's a little bit touristy, but then that's how they make.
But it was beautiful. It was the nearest. I've never been to the Caribbean. The nearest to a Caribbean island, and it had beautiful palm trees. Yeah. The beach was just pure white, sort of sands. It was lovely. It
was good. So we did all that. Then we went to the airport, flew back, and we've just landed. And this is that. So this video is pretty much a Weddingpocalypse wedding video. You'll see some clips. We'll leave it there. And tomorrow we're going to...
Tomorrow we're off to Discovery Cove for the day. We're going to do the underwater adventure where you get like a old style diving helmet and you go for a walk underwater and meet sea urchins and that sort of stuff. I don't think the sea urchins talk to you. I think when I say meet, you can hold them. And
can I call them things?
You can call them what you want.
I'm going to call one Harold.
Harold.
Harold's a good sea urchin name.
He is. And then we'll also swim with dolphins while we're there, which will be lovely.
I won't call them Harold.
No, they have names already.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Last time I swam with one called Rose, I think.
So you're an experienced dolphin swimmer?
I am an experienced dolphin swimmer.
Okay.
So that's going to be amazing because you get the chance
to grab.
You're the dorsal fin, darling, and they tell you.
Okay, good.
Which of their fins?
Yes.
I'm sure it's going to bite you if you pull something to shore.
I can't.
Have you got something in your throat?
I was trying to speak dolphin.
Oh, right, I thought you were joking.
No, I haven't got it. Okay, so that's good. So dolphins tomorrow. We're not going to do 3 awesome things because there's only one awesome thing, and it was this woman here agreeing to marry me. So that's the most awesome thing. And we will see you with some watery adventures tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.